Well, this is May the 18th, 2011. And first of all, how's my hair look? But this is a day in the life of Coast to Coast for Christ. So today the plan is to hike into Mesquite, Nevada. Now that's about 20 miles away, maybe a little more. I wanted to get up at like 6 o'clock this morning. Then I wanted to get up at 7 o'clock this morning. Then I wanted to get up at 8, but I couldn't do any of those because it was raining. And so I decided to just keep waiting it out. So for now I'm just gonna get dressed and pack everything up and get ready to go. Oh, not too shabby. Surely everybody wakes up to this, right? I tell you, it is cold and windy outside, and so it's much more comfortable inside my big Agnes. Maybe I should just get back in here and go to sleep. Well, as you can see, I've got most of it packed up. The cloud cover, I don't know if you can see any of this. All the cloud cover is definitely blocking out the heat of the sun. And in the desert out here, that's a good thing. So hopefully this rain won't be too big of a deal. But in the meantime, I'm gonna eat me some breakfast. A couple of little granola bars and some V8. Normally I get the spicy hot V8, but they were out. So I got the normal V8. Because this will give me some nutrition, plus it'll help keep me hydrated. Okay, so I decided to stop and go ahead and put my rain cover on because it keeps raining. But now that I've done that, the sun's starting to come out. Yeah. There's a cool breeze. Now if I stand still and do nothing, it's a cold breeze. But if I'm carrying my gear and I'm walking, then it's perfect. It's very comfortable. And this should be a pretty good day. I slept about 10 or 11 hours, which is pretty easy to do. It's great to be able to hibernate out here after you hike 20 miles or so. Then you can just crawl in your tent and hide. And as you can tell, this road, it's a little bit desolate. I'm dancing in the road. Yes, I'm dancing in the road. What a glorious feeling. 'Cause I'm Daniel in the road. Last night, I slept in Utah for the last time. Well, at least for this trip. So now, Utah, state number 24, is now behind me. So I'm going to pass through this northwestern corner of Arizona, which is only about 15 or 16 miles, I believe. And that will take me all the way to the border of Nevada. State number 25. And it's raining pretty good. Most of the mountains over there are pretty obscured with clouds and stuff. As far as I know, I'm supposed to hike all the way down this road, and then I'll turn right, and that'll take me to Mesquite. But I have these nice power lines right here. And it sure seems like it might be more fun if I just hop the fence and follow the power lines. Maybe that'll take me directly to Mesquite. So that might save me some mileage, but I don't know. To play it safe, I better just stick to the road. But mile marker 15, you'll notice all the mountains directly in front of me are now pretty much totally obscured by the clouds and the rain. And the wind is coming straight into my face. So this could get interesting. Okay, mile 14. Well, the darkness seems to be drifting off to the right, which is exactly where I'm headed. But on the right side, by the time I get there, it'll probably be gone. I hope. Mile 13. Well, it's just after noon 30, and I can see the mountains again. All right, mile marker 12. And normally I like to start hiking, well, it's great to start at 7 or 8 in the morning, but at the very latest I like to start by 9. I like to employ my system called 9 by noon. So if I start by 9 o'clock in the morning, by the time noon comes around, I've covered 9 miles. And that's pretty nice. But seeing as how today I didn't wake up till after 9, it's kind of put me behind a little bit. 11. 11. So there's at least civilization down there and life, and I'm getting hungry. Well, the residences look pretty good here at mile marker 10. But still no hint of a business of any kind. Food, restaurant, concrete factory, something. Some kind of business would be interesting, but no. But a lot of people like to live here. It appears we have the Dam Bar, Dam Deli. I'm kind of contemplating whether I should go in there or if I should go up around the bend and see if there's anything else. I think we found where the junction is. It's just half a mile ahead. And historic lodge with golf and food. All right, well that worked out pretty well. And I think they have the only restaurant in town. It was pretty good. Had some pasta. And the guy working inside at the restaurant, turns out back in '94 he went out to Philmont. And so today I'm wearing my Philmont shirt. Dun dun dun. It's kind of neat to be able to tell somebody like that that, hey, I just walked all the way here from Philmont. Old 91 actually passes under and then turns right and runs along next to Highway 15. So that's good. I'll stay on 91 so that way I'll live a little longer. But I'm pretty sure the traffic along 91 from Beaver Dam to Mesquite all the way to Vegas is going to be pretty crowded. So I know you're disappointed, but there probably won't be any more road dancing. Nope. Mile marker 9. Now, it is getting to the point where it's pretty hot out here. There's still a cool breeze, but it's too hot to keep wearing the jacket. I keep sweating like crazy. So I've taken the jacket off, and I've taken the rain cover off my backpack, which means it'll probably start raining any minute. And now I've put on this beautiful little headgear with a hat. I'm gonna throw this pack on, I'm gonna wear this cool headgear, and I'm gonna walk that way and see how many people I can impress. When I crossed over into Arizona earlier today, that's when the time went back. Because during this time of the year, Arizona doesn't do the whole daylight savings. So right now, Arizona is technically on the Pacific Coast time. But, of course, if you have a cell phone, it gets a little confused. Maybe not so much that you would notice when you're driving, but when you're walking, when you look down at your watch and it's 1 o'clock, and then suddenly a minute later it's 2 o'clock, and then it's back and forth. So I am actually in Pacific time right now, and it's 2:40. And I know that there's a church in Mesquite that has a 6 o'clock service. And since I'm 9 miles away from the border, that's 3 hours. So I should get there just in time for the service. We'll see. Mile marker 8. One question I get a lot is, where do you go to the restroom? Well, as you can see, pretty much everywhere and anywhere that I want. Let's think about it. Mars Hill, Maine, all the way to Beaver Dam, Arizona. I have marked my trail quite successfully. But to make it easier for you guys, I went ahead and put a map on the website so you could actually see where I've been, as opposed to having to sniff your way across the country to find it. You're welcome. It is mile marker 7. 6 mile markers. Okay, so on average, at least once a day somebody pulls over and offers me a ride. They've never done it in the middle of me videotaping though. That was kind of strange. But it always makes for a great witness encounter. I give them my card and tell them who I am and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. This guy looks like he'd been drinking and smoking a bit, but he almost didn't want to believe me. He's like, no way! And then lots of other little expletives here and there. But that was fun, so I gave him a card and now he went on his way. But people pull over all the time, which is weird because in this day and age, people are scared of hitchhikers, and people are scared of hearing that people they know pick up hitchhikers. But apparently I look pathetic enough that people pull over all the time. So, no threat Daniel, that's what they call me. Mile 5 is alive. Yeah, that's pretty cheesy. Mile 4. And I just had my second attempted pickup. So that's cool. At least I'm in a friendly spot. So it's always fun to witness to people when traffic is trying to run us over. 3. Yes. Of course 3. Everybody knows it takes 3 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. Alright, it's mile marker 2, and it is now 5 o'clock. And as you can tell, Old 91 comes up next to Highway 15 right here. So it's real noisy. I have 1 hour to get to church. And I have 2 miles to the border, and then probably another mile or so to get to the church. So here I go. And here I go. And here I go again. Uno. 1 more mile. Huh? I just got a phone call from a pastor. Well, I got a phone call from the whole church in Hurricane, Utah, which is where I was several days ago. But they're having Wednesday night service, and he decided to call me from the pulpit on speakerphone and talk to the whole church. So it's a good thing I didn't say anything vulgar, like booger or poo. Now I believe that church was called the Hurricane Independent Baptist Church. And of course it's Hurricane, Utah, not hurricane. Why? Because locals are strange. Well, I gotta say, as of right now, I'm a little disappointed by the entrance of Mesquite, Nevada, and just the state of Nevada in general. As of yet, I still see no Welcome to Nevada sign. And so I'm walking in on this road, which is Old 91, and of course that's Highway 15. No Welcome to Nevada on either one. Not cool. Not cool, Nevada. So that kind of ruins a lot of my material. And there's no time zone sign either. You know, welcome to the Pacific Coast time. But it's nice to be in civilization. I'm surrounded by some stuff that's making me drool. Over here we have a Chinese buffet. Over there we have a Jack in the Box. Oh man, this stuff is looking good. But for right now, I'm across the street from Living Waters Fellowship. Doo-doo-doo. Wednesday, 6 p.m. That's like almost now. But this is a big building. I guess they share it with a lot of other businesses and stuff. But I have found the front door, so I'm going in. And I'm going up the stairs. This is exciting.
So weird.
Well, hello.
Hi.
Did I find Living Waters Fellowship?
This is it.
Excellent. All right, so it is now dark, and I am leaving the Living Waters Ministries at the end of the Wednesday night service where we heard about Revelation chapter 11. And I got to speak and share my testimony with the church. So I have been accosted by Michael something. Rowden and his wife, Mrs. Rowden. And we have picked up some Jack in the Box because that's good and healthy stuff. And so I'm going to be staying here the night. So how do you guys feel about that?
We feel fine about that.
So what do you think about some guy walking across the country for Christ? Is that crazy?
No, we think it's awesome actually.
Ah.
Oh, here's your beer.
Root beer.
That is.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't want to put that on YouTube. That might stumble somebody.
Yeah, that was the nice thing about walking through Utah is every place I went had plenty of root beer. That's a Mormon joke. But if you don't get it, don't worry about it. So today was a pretty productive day. Only had a couple of encounters on the road and at the restaurant as far as witnessing encounters and stuff. And then I got to church, had some good teaching, some good fellowship. This is a grade up from sleeping on the side of the road in the desert last night. So God met my needs for the day. Give us this day our daily bread. And so nothing groundbreaking happened today, but I got another 20 miles down the road. God took care of me, and now I'm in Mesquite, Nevada. And there you have it, the conclusion of day number 477, Coast to Coast for Christ. Word.